she's a bear cub, land of the free. She's a
Given we've already driven the new Raptor off-road, let's address the biggest question mark first: how it behaves on tarmac. Ford has firmed up the suspension considerably for this generation, and while that makes it a sharper and more enjoyable thing to drive, especially around a high-speed track, our concern was that this newfound tautness would make it overly firm during the day-to-day. One of the key attractions of the old Raptor was its long suspension travel and magic carpet ride over urban lumps and bumps. So has that disappeared? In short, yes. It takes only a few minutes to confirm this new Raptor is firmer on the public road. You feel surface imperfections more keenly and bigger bumps are more noticeable, but the silver lining is that the ride doesn't feel harsh or busy. Our drive loop was short and on relatively smooth roads, so a definitive verdict will have to wait. But first impressions are that Ford Australia's engineers have struck a nice balance between comfort and control. Elsewhere, the experience behind the wheel is markedly different to the original Raptor. The first thing you notice is the steering. The old Raptor shared its steering hardware with the regular Ranger, but this time around, the EPAS setup is unique. The rack is quicker, the weighting is meatier and more immediate off-center, and the wheel itself now fits more snugly in your hands thanks to a new design. So far so good, and we haven't even talked about the engine yet. Like the more focused chassis tune, the big V6 delivers a fundamental character shift. The 3.0-liter unit is essentially a bored and stoked version of Ford's Nano 2.7-liter V6, but there are new camshafts, new heads, new cam covers, and larger turbos with electronic wastegates. It results in a petrol unit that is not only smooth and gutsy, but one that's in a different league for response and punch compared with the old diesel unit. Plus, we buy the new Raptor for the noise alone. Ford's engineering team was so keen on extracting an engaging exhaust note that it completely changed the exhaust system after early prototypes produced a sound that was boring and awful. Exactly how angry the engine feels and sounds depends on your drive mode. There are 7 to choose from: normal, sport, slippery, rock, mud and ruts, sand, Baja, and you cycle through them using a rotary dial on the center console. It's a bit of a faff to use, especially on the move, but you can also alter most of the parameters through shortcut buttons on the right steering wheel spoke. Here there are buttons for the steering, suspension, and exhaust, plus an R button that enables you to save your favorite settings in an individual mode. The rest of the fundamentals are spot on. Vision out is excellent, the wing mirrors are especially enormous, the seating position is natural and comfortable, and tire roar and road noise are kept nicely in check. So it's quick, composed and quiet on the public road, but to truly exploit the Raptor's ability we need some space. And ideally, some jumps. A makeshift circuit in a paddock gives us the chance to cut loose, and just as we discovered when we drove the pre-production prototype, the new Raptor is incredibly capable and fun to hurl around. The steering is sharp, the brakes are firmer and easier to modulate, and unlike the previous Raptor, which was all about maintaining momentum, you can now use the throttle to get you out of trouble, or into trouble if you like seeing where you're going through the side window. It's a huge amount of fun to slide around, but perhaps the most impressive thing is how much punishment the suspension can handle. Big bumps and hefty washouts barely register in the cabin, and the rebound damping is deeply impressive. Our course only had one small jump, but having launched the pre-production Raptor skyward at over 120 kilometers per hour, we can attest it lands with the surety and poise of a WRC car.
she's a bear.